And there you go. So you are live.
Okay, that's great. Thank you.
Mhm.
All right, I think we're ready to get started. Good afternoon. Welcome to Tech Tuesday. Thank you for joining us today to learn more about Missouri University of Science and Technology. Michelle Amos, Missouri S&T Senior Admissions Counselor for Diversity Recruitment, is here and will be telling us all about the university in just a few minutes. First, though, we have a few people joining us from Special School District, and I'd like for them to introduce themselves. Ms. Bengali.
Hi, I'm Heidi Bengali, and I am one of the tech specialist instructors, and I work at both North and South Technical High Schools.
Ms. Russell.
Hi, I'm Dee Russell, and I'm the sophomore counselor at North Tech High School.
Okay, and Mr. Andert, your timing is perfect. Would you like to introduce yourself, please?
Absolutely. Hi, Kevin Andert. I am the Executive Director of Career and Technical Education for Special School District. I'm just really excited to have everybody today.
All right, and I am Sally Defani, Administrator of Partnerships for Special School District. And it looks like Ms. Shaughnessy has just popped in. Ms. Shaughnessy, would you like to introduce yourself too? Oh, you are on mute.
Story of my life these days. So I just want to introduce myself. I am one of the counselors here at South Tech High School.
Thank you. Okay. I want you all to remember that our Tech Tuesday sessions will take place every week at 2 o'clock. We have partners from education, business, and industry who will be joining us to share information that we hope helps you with your post-secondary planning. And more information about our Tech Tuesday sessions, including the schedule and the recordings of our sessions, can be found on the North and the South Tech websites. As Ms. Amos is presenting, if you have questions, please feel free to type them into the chat and we will answer your questions after the presentation. And finally, you're going to find a link in the chat already. If you'd like to fill out this form, the link, click on the link to fill out the form. You will be sharing your contact information with Ms. Amos and her admissions team at Missouri S&T. So if you'd like to be connected to their admissions office, please feel free to fill out the form. Okay, I think we are just about ready to get started. Ms. Amos, would you like to share your screen?
Yes, I would. So let me. Let's see. All right, can everyone see it? Are we good? Okay. Well, first of all, welcome and thank you so much for having me today. There is a registration link, students. So if you would like to register on that link, that will allow us to be able to send you information about visits and open houses and some special events we have on campus that we want to be sure you know about, and we invite you all to come to campus. We are having in-person visits right now under strict COVID guidelines, and we are also going to host some open houses and some events. They will be small groups and we'll be sure to be safe, and we invite you to come to campus. So just so you know a little bit about me, I have 3 college students right now, so attending 3 different universities. So if you have a general college question, I can probably answer it. I have, my children are all studying very different things. So I have a daughter who is studying wildlife biology and she will graduate in December. I have a daughter who's a violinist and she's studying music, and she is a senior. And then I have a junior at Missouri S&T and he is studying mechanical engineering. So if you have any questions about those, about colleges in general, I may be able to help you with it because we want to make sure that you make the best decision for you. So I'm going to start and tell you a little bit about our university and how we rate. So we are the #1 public university in Missouri. According to College Factual, we're the 3rd best engineering university according to College Factual and also according to USA Today. So Colorado School of Mines was ranked 1st, Georgia Tech, then us, and then MIT. And we're really, really proud of that. And a great thing for you Missouri students is it's a state school. And so you're going to not pay as much as you would as if you were to go to Colorado School of Mines or MIT. So you're going to get a great education right here in the state of Missouri. We are the 6th university in the US for annual return on investment. And what that means is the amount of money you're going to make when you graduate versus what you pay for the school is going to be really good. So we're really proud of that. We're also the 20th safest campus in the United States. And this is really important to us. Our chief of police is a former Secret Service agent, and he retired and became our chief of police. And he has really done some wonderful things on our campus to ensure our students' safety. So we're really proud of that. So we are also known as the $1 million degree, according to a Georgetown University study. And this just means that we're in the top 50 universities for your return on investment versus what you pay for what you get out of your college experience. So these are all of our engineering programs. And this is what we are really, really known for. We have some very unique programs. We're one of 2 universities in the United States that offer ceramic engineering. One that is not listed on here because we don't have a bachelor's in it is explosives engineering, but we do offer a minor as a bachelor's and also a master's and PhD. We are the only university in the United States that makes our own fireworks. And the chief, the engineering chief for the Kansas City Chiefs, who makes all their fireworks, is one of our graduates. So that's a lot of fun. We have, mining engineering, petroleum, geological engineering, some really great choices. And a nice thing about coming to us is you don't have to know right off, because your freshman year, you're going to go through a career exploration program, which is going to expose you to all of our engineering degrees. So it's a really easy switch. You don't have to worry about knowing exactly what you want to do. In fact, a lot of students do change their degree. So don't feel pressured that, oh, I'm going to come into aerospace engineering and that's the way I have to stay. No, you're going to be exposed to lots of different things and have some choices. We also have a minor in biomedical engineering and humanitarian engineering and science. Yes, that's right. We have great hands-on labs. And this is something we're really known for, is the hands-on experience that our students receive. So you can see there's the foundry where they're pouring the metals. They do have open foundry days a couple times a year where all students can go in and pour their own pewter mug, which is a lot of fun. You can see that's our explosives engineering program down there. She's exploding in our mine. So in mining engineering, we do have a experimental mine that students get hands-on experience in. The swimming pool that it looks like there, that's actually our nuclear reactor that we have on campus. And it is used for research purposes, not for power, but we do a lot of research. One of the things that was developed on our campus using our nuclear reactor are microscopic beads. And this was in partnership with ceramic engineering. They radiate those and insert those into cancers' livers. And they've been on the market for several years now and having great success. So that could be with the biomedical engineering emphasis. And the young lady down there, what she is doing is that's the glass blowing lab. And any student can take glass blowing. In fact, if you like to visit Silver Dollar City, if you see young people there, more than likely they are our students who are getting a summer job in the glass blowing lab. So that's a fun thing. But we have lots and lots of other labs. We have a wind tunnel. In fact, my son is on the Formula SAE team and they get to use the wind tunnel for their aerodynamics on the car, which is really cool. And besides College of Engineering, we also have our College of Arts, Science, and Business. And these are wonderful degrees as well. We have psychology, philosophy. We have teacher certification, elementary, middle, and secondary education. If you receive a teacher education degree with us, you will be STEM certified when you leave. And we also will be PTLW, so Project Lead the Way. You'll also be able to teach in those. We have pre-professional, pre-law, pre-med, pre-nursing, pre-vet. These can be great majors, or applied science or physics, but they can also be great minors as well. And an interesting development lately, and a lot of papers have been written with a philosophy emphasis in engineering. So as we're developing as engineers, we're starting to think, yes, we could drill there and we could build there, but what's the economic impact of that neighborhood? What's the impact upon the people who live there? So it's been kind of this neat marriage between philosophy and engineering lately that's been published a lot. We also have minors in cybersecurity and information assurance. Now we're really, really excited that we launched this program this year. This is our global engineering program. So it's a 5-year program. You're going to receive 2 degrees, your engineering degree and a multidisciplinary degree in either French or Spanish. And you're going to be able to, in your 4th year, live abroad for an entire school year. So one semester, you're going to study in a university in either a French or Spanish speaking country. And the other semester, you're going to intern for a company and work for a company abroad. So if you have an interest in living abroad someday or being in a international corporation, which a lot of corporations are, this can be really beneficial to you. And if you haven't taken French or Spanish, don't worry. You can come in and start at the beginner level. You don't already have to have that in your background. So student outcomes. This is something S&T does very, very well. We put students into jobs. We have the largest career fair in the Midwest. 331 employers attend our career fair. That's the max capacity we can hold. We have a waiting list of companies that would like to attend the career fair. We have everyone from Google, Amazon, Boeing, AT&T, SpaceX. We're the second largest supplier of engineers to John Deere and also to Boeing internationally. Our average salary across the board in the College of Business and Arts, as well as in the College of Engineering, is about $64,000. That's not a bad first job. And our average monthly salary for our internships and co-ops is about $3,300. Now, a co-op is an internship that lasts longer. So a co-op lasts a semester and a summer. So my son, who was a sophomore mechanical engineering student last year, he served a co-op in St. Louis for Hunter Engineering. He started in January and he finished in August. And they paid him $20 an hour and gave him a living stipend of $350 a month. So that's a pretty nice job to get, excuse me, to get some experience in. And our highest paying so far has been Google and Microsoft, and they've been paying around $7,000 to $8,000 a month for comp sci students. So not a bad summer job, guys. Our Career Center, they're going to help you. They're going to help you with your resume. They're going to help you with practice interviews. We have 2 etiquette dinners a year, and we highly suggest that you attend one of these. They're going to cost you about $20. And besides learning what all the forks are in a 5-course meal, you're going to learn, more importantly, what's appropriate conversation if you're with the employer at dinner. What's inappropriate conversation? How should you hold yourself? What hand should you hold your glass in? Little things like that that can set you apart. And I highly suggest that you do this even your freshman year, because my son was offered an internship the summer following his freshman year and then had a co-op his sophomore year. And he went to lunch with the boss. So that can prepare you for going to lunch with a stranger to a nice restaurant. So we are a residential campus, and your choices as a freshman is going to be Residential Commons, Thomas Jefferson Hall, and University Commons. And University Commons is only available to those who are in the Honors Academy. We also have 20 fraternities and sororities, as well as Christian campus houses, one for male and one for female. And those are all approved campus housing. You are required to live on campus the first 2 years of attending Missouri S&T. So Residential Commons. This is going to be our suite style. So the bathroom's going to be in the room as well as your bedroom with your roommates, and you guys are going to share that bathroom. There's also a little living area. All of our residential halls have kitchens on every floor for students to be able to use. So if you want to be able to cook your own food, you can absolutely do that in any of our residential halls. Thomas Jefferson Hall is our more traditional style residence hall. So the bathroom is down the hall. Someone else cleans it every day versus the suite style where you have to clean your own bathroom. A nice thing about Thomas Jefferson Hall that I really like is there's a lot of common areas and recreational rooms. So it's really a community style living area where you're going to really get to know people, as well as it has a dining facility inside that hall. So if you have a snow day and you don't have to go to class, you can just stay in and eat at the dining facility there and never have to leave your hall. University Commons, which is available for those in the Honors Academy their freshman year, is our suite style, and it also includes a living space and a kitchen. So it's like a little apartment. It is our most expensive area because it is like an apartment, and you are not required to live there if you're in the Honors Academy, but it is an option for you. So our dining facilities, we have great dining facilities in Thomas Jefferson Hall. Even if you don't live in that hall, you can go there and it's like a buffet style. Then we have Chick-fil-A. We have the kitchen, which serves home style meals. We have a sub place, a burrito place, a grill, a pizza place, also a Greek place where they do like falafels and things like that. So there's a lot of dining options on campus. And student involvement. We have over 250 student-led organizations, and these are really great. Everything from Zombie versus Humans to hacking clubs, to skeet clubs, to backpacking clubs. Aerial swing dance club is a really popular one. Barbecue clubs. So lots of things to be involved in. Speech and debate. We have lacrosse. We have rugby clubs. And if there isn't a club that has your interest, you can start your own. You just have to get, I think, 10 students together, and then you can start your own club. We are an NCAA Division II school. So if you are in sports and would like to continue, you may certainly do that. We have over 20 design teams. We have 24 fraternities and sororities. We have a really healthy Greek life on campus. We have diversity programs, theater and music, and service organizations, and much, much more. So our athletics, these are the teams that we have that compete at a collegiate level. If you are interested in doing this, please contact the athletics department. You can go to the athletics page, so minorathletics.mst.edu, and there's a form you can fill out, and that will let the coach know that you're interested. Do that even if you are a sophomore or junior, because they start looking early. If you're a senior, don't worry, you can still contact them, but go ahead and just let them know that you're interested in maybe pursuing athletics on a collegiate level. We're really proud that we are ranked really high on the NCAA academics. We're always in the top 5. We are very much student athletes, so our coaches know that your education comes first. And yes, we want to compete and do well, but we also want you to get a great education. So recreation facilities, we just finished our student fitness center last winter, and it's fantastic. We have all new equipment in there, and they remodeled. We have a swimming pool. We have intramural sports and club sports that I talked about earlier. We have lots of intramural sports and even some really unique ones, such as inner tube water polo, which sounds like a lot of fun to me. And please join those if you're interested. And maybe if you play a sport and you're not wanting to compete, to practice and all the things to compete at a collegiate level, but you still want to stay involved, join those intramural sports. About 2/3 of our students are involved in intramural sports. So here's our design teams. We have the Formula SAE team, which is in the left-hand. Wait, it may be your, no, it's right, left hand. I always forget if I'm mirroring or not. In the corner there, we have the human powered vehicle. We've won international competition with the Mars rover. We have our rocket design team, and we design our own rocket fuel as well for that rocket, and it goes up into space. It's fantastic. We have Mars rover. Oh, I already said that. We also have our minor robot, multi-rotor robot. We have our drill botic, which it drills and it's all controlled. So if you're really into robotics in your high school, you might want to get involved in some of these teams. We also have our Engineers Without Borders, and they go into third world countries and take service projects. They've been doing a lot of water projects in Guatemala, Bolivia, and Ecuador. They go into villages, they design it all here. They have to use materials that the locals can easily get. And they also teach them how to repair it. So it's a really great experience. And then you get to go abroad and implement that project. So it doesn't matter what your major is, you can be part of any design team, and they need everybody. My son's a lead on the Formula SAE team, and 30% of their points is the business presentation. So it really takes everybody. They have to build from the ground up every year. They have to show a business plan. It's just like a little morning corporation. And companies like to see that they like to see extra things on your resume when you get ready to look for those jobs. So that's our Mars rover that won international competition. It's really cool. They have to take rock samples as if they were on the moon, but they also have to find a downed astronaut as part of their competition. So they have to be able to put GPS coordinates, and it can go and try to find a missing person. This is our solar house that was built 2 years ago, and it is sitting in Denver. That's where the picture is taken. When the competition was finished in Denver, the city of Denver bought our solar house and left it there in their park, which is really awesome. And fraternity and sorority life. So we have a great Greek life on campus. About a quarter of our students are involved in Greek life. They often get involved in intramural sports. They do a lot of community service in our community, and we're really thankful for that. Here's some more pictures of our Greek life. If you were to Google the largest Greek houses in the United States, we have the first and the fifth largest according to size. So that's a little trivia for you, that our little university has the largest ones. And a lot of that is because our alumni tend to, go make a lot of money, and they put money back into their houses that they were alumni from. So student support, I think this is where we excel. We have great support for our students in our Student Success Center, which is open 9 to 5 every day. You can drop in for tutoring any day of the week. We have therapy dogs in there usually once a week and the week before finals. So if you just need some loving, you can go in. They always have hot chocolate, coffee, and granola bars. So if you're walking across campus and you need a little pick-me-up, you can stop in, grab you a cup of coffee and a granola bar, and head on your way. We have great counseling services. And in the counseling department, they have a relaxation room. So if you're feeling a little stressed, you can sit in the massage chair with the ambiance and just chill for a little bit. We have great IT help. They're in the library, really handy for you. So if you need help, they are Dell certified technicians. So if you have a Dell computer that has a warranty, you can get it serviced there, but they will help you with anything you have. We also have our Student Health Center, which is awesome. You can go in, get your flu shot. If you're feeling, not feeling good, you can go in, and there's doctors and nurse practitioners there that will be able to help you. And we also have a Student Veterans Resource Center, so in the Advising Center. And we have lead sessions, which are taught by upperclassmen. And so they will say, we have chemistry lead from Tuesday and Thursdays from 6 to 8. And you can just drop in there and get tutoring from upperclassmen who have made an A in that class. They are supervised by professors, and professors usually drop in on those. If it's a big test coming up for something, they usually make themselves available during those sessions as well. So my best advice, having 3 college students, is ask for help. Go to these things, get your help, especially if some students we have never had to ask for help before because they were able to breeze through high school and not have much trouble with it, and ask for help earlier better than later, and take advantage of these wonderful services we have for you. So first-time freshmen, if you're coming in, we're going to want you to have 4 units of English, 4 units of math, 3 units of science, 3 units of social studies, 2 foreign language, and a fine art. Now, if for some reason the foreign language or fine art trip you up, go ahead and apply and put in the comment section why that was an issue. We do have some schools that don't offer all those classes. We do have some students who elect to take more into what they want to go into, and so they don't find time for that, or they're in extracurricular or athletics or band. So just give a reason and we can look at that. If you have AP or dual enrollment credit, we do accept both of those. And you can go to our website and it will tell you the score you need on the AP test in order to get credit from us. So that's all listed on our website. So the cost of tuition. So for Missouri residents, tuition is going to run you around $12,600, and this is for 28 credit hours for the year. And that's on average what our students usually take, around 14, 15 hours a semester. Housing and dining, depending on where you live and what dining plan you choose, is going to run you around $10,700. And then our students fill out a survey and they tell us they spend about $700 on books and supplies every year. So the total is around $24,000. We do have merit-based scholarships for incoming freshmen, and this is going to be based upon your GPA and your ACT score. So if you are a senior this year, though, just for next year, 2021, we are allowing test optional. So if you haven't had the opportunity to take the test, you can apply test optional this year. And there will be some scholarships attached to that. We have not been given the number yet. We're hoping that we'll get the final decision soon. But if you do have a test though, the scholarship started at 24 ACT. And the amount will be more for the ACT than it will be test optional. So just keep that in mind when you're in merit-based. If you know you're going to make that 24, then you're going to want to apply with your ACT score and not test optional. However, if you apply test optional and you can take the test through June 2021 and you qualify for scholarships, we will take the score and give you more money. So I hope that makes sense. If not, feel free to call us, shoot us an email, and we will help you with that. So the merit-based scholarships start at $2,500 and go to $7,000. They're renewable for 4 years as long as you maintain a 3.0 GPA. And we also say they're renewable for 8 semesters. And the reason why is because if you go on a co-op like my son did, we're not going to not give you a scholarship and say, oh, you didn't do it in 4 years. We're going to extend that out into an 8th semester for you. So the priority deadline is December 1st. So we would like you to go ahead and apply. That doesn't mean that you won't receive scholarships after December 1st, but that is our first priority deadline. So we have the Chancellor Scholarship, and this is for Missouri residents who have a 31 ACT and a 3.575 GPA. It's worth $12,000, which is almost all of your tuition. The December 1st deadline requires you to have been admitted, so you want to go ahead and apply, and you're going to have to submit an essay by December 1st, and the essay is up on the Student Financial Assistant website. The prompt is up. So we will accept the December score. So if you think that you are close and you might get a 31 on the December ACT test, you can apply and submit the essay. And when we get the score, if you have the 31, we'll go ahead and let you come in. So just, you might want to do that. And then in addition, your Bright Flight will stack on top of that, 12,000. That's for out-of-state transfer students. So if you elect to use your A+ or to start out at a community college and transfer to us, that's perfectly fine. You would need a 2.5 GPA from your community college. So we're not going to look at your high school transcripts anymore or your ACT score. We will look solely at the community college work you do. You will need to have completed 24 hours to be a transfer student and qualify for scholarships. So usually if you take 12 hours a semester, that's a full-time student, according to the government and the FAFSA, then, in 1 year, you can be able to transfer to us. So we do have merit-based scholarships. They are good for 4 semesters or 2 years, and you will have to have a 3.0 GPA from that community college to qualify for our scholarships. So they start at 500 and go up to 3,000. And then if you are in a partner school, which a lot of our St. Louis area community colleges are, you can go to our website and see, then you can get an additional 500 to 3,000. And let me say this about the transfer is, I suggest that if you, especially if you're in our scholarship range, if you're towards the top of our merit-based scholarships, it may benefit you because you can get the scholarships for 4 years to weigh it against the A+. And so what I recommend you do is to go ahead and apply so you can get the financial package. In March is when we send it out, and then you can look and compare and say, well, is this a better decision to go start the community college, or is it a better decision to go to S&T? And that's completely up to you and your family, but I just go ahead and see what you're going to get, and then that way you can make a really informed decision. So our scholarships, we have great scholarships additional that would go on top of your merit-based scholarships, and you would apply for these at scholarships.mst.edu. You need to be admitted to apply, so you need to go ahead and apply and be accepted, and then you can go in here and apply. You will answer a questionnaire. It will auto match you with all the scholarships that you're eligible for, which are really great. And these are just a few of the scholarships we have here. If you decide to come to S&T, please go to this every single year. So every year when you go home for winter break, you're going to log in and apply for scholarships, because there's going to be scholarships in there just for sophomores, just for juniors, just for seniors. So it's possible that you could pick up some more scholarships as you're going through school. And the due date on most of these is February 1st. So that's why I say winter break. That's when you need to be sure you get it done before February 1st. So financial aid. I know that your wonderful counselors will help you and talk to you about FAFSA and stuff, which will open October 1st for seniors. So if you're a senior after October 1st, you and your family are going to want to go in and you're going to want to apply for financial aid. And we have the code on here, but you don't have to know the code because there's a drop down menu and you can find our schools. So don't feel pressure to write down that code or memorize it. And then it's going to tell you if you qualify from the federal government for Pell Grants, for it will also, you'll need to apply for this before you go to Access Missouri for their scholarships. It will tell you if you qualify for work study program or for loans. And the only thing I want to say about loans is, if you've not experienced this before, subsidized loans are loans that don't charge you interest while you're in college. Unsubsidized loans charge you interest. So you're accumulating interest the whole time you're in school. So if you have a choice between taking a subsidized or an unsubsidized loan, you'll always want to utilize the subsidized loans and save the unsubsidized loans for if you just really need it. And we are always here to help. You can call us. We highly encourage you to visit. You can go to visit.mst.edu. If you are not comfortable coming to an in-person visit, we are hosting virtual visits. We can host a virtual visit with the department. So if you say I'm in computer science, we can connect you with the faculty virtually so you can visit with them. If you come to campus, you will get to go to the department, see some of the labs. We have a virtual tour online, and we'd be glad to talk to you. We encourage students, even if you're a sophomore on here, you come on out and visit. As a mom of 3 college students, I highly, highly encourage you to visit the places you think you want to go, because that's where you're really going to find out and get a feel. My son really thought he wanted to go to University of Texas, Austin, which has 50,000 students on campus. And we were there about 10 minutes and he was like, yeah, I'm not feeling this. And we have about 8,000 students on campus. And so, you know, you're the only one that knows what you want your college experience to be. So go visit and see what fits you, what you want for your college experience, as well as what you want for your career and how it's going to help you get to where you want to be. So that's all I have. Did we have any questions?
Were there any questions in the chat, or do we have any questions from our panel?
No questions in the chat.
Okay, yeah, no questions in the chat, but I was just wondering, what is your typical class size?
So our class sizes average run around 30. So they're small. Of course, your freshman year, there's going to be some bigger classes because everybody in engineering has to take chemistry. Everyone has to take English. You know, those basic classes are going to be. But we break those down, even if they're bigger, into what we call recitation. And those will be 20 or less. So you'll have your big lecture, and then you'll have your recitation where you get together with a small group to go over with either a graduate assistant or with an upperclassman to help with that, and they will help break it down for you. And then your lab will be 20 or fewer. So there will always be some small places for you. But as you get up in your degree, I mean, there are some times, and depending on what department you're in, you know, you could have fewer than 15 people in your class when you get into those upper level classes. So a nice thing about our size is that you're able to really get to know your faculty.
Well,
Okay, thank you. Ms. Russell, did you have a question?
Yeah, I did. I had a question about the freshman year exploration program. Is that for a semester or is it for the year? And is it just for the engineering majors? How does that work?
It is just for the engineering majors, and it is a 1 credit hour, and they'll either take it they can take it spring or fall, it doesn't matter. And it's going to give them an exploration of all the engineering degrees that we have.
And what's one of your most popular majors in engineering there?
Mechanical engineering is our biggest department right now. Computer science is really growing. It's becoming more and more popular. Ceramic engineering, metallurgical engineering are probably our smallest. Civil engineering is probably right next to mechanical.
Interesting. Okay. Well, I think that we can wrap things up. Thank you very much, Miss Amos. We appreciate you being here. And I want to thank our panel for joining us and all of the students who participated today as well. Okay, Miss Amos, would you mind unsharing your screen?
Oh, yes.
Thank you very much. Okay. Thank you very much to all of you.
Thank you.